this afternoon. We really appreciate it. For our production of The Wizard of Iz. So this is probably our 7th or 8th performance that we've done this, and we're very grateful that you've come out. And please stay afterwards for a in-depth talk and discussion about what you saw, what you felt, what came up for you during this performance. Has anyone ever seen The Wizard of Oz? Yeah, I would think everyone in this room, possibly almost everyone in this room, has seen The Wizard of Oz. So this is our version of The Wizard of Oz. We call it The Wizard of Iz, because it deals with what is. I always ask at the beginning of the performance, how many people here in the audience either know someone or has ever felt suicidal? That's great. I'm glad that you're willing to share that. Oftentimes when I ask that question, when I first ask it before the show, about 2 or 3 people will raise their hand. After the show, most people will say, yeah, I do know someone. And it is something that needs to be discussed, that needs to be talked about. So please stay afterwards for our discussion. So a little bit of housekeeping things before we begin. So if you have a cell phone, or does anyone ever have a pager anymore? I don't know, but if you have a cell phone or some sort of device, just make sure it's either off or on silent, because it can be distracting for the actors. And thank you for that. So performance, we're going to deal with a lot of emotions, but I will tell you it does turn out very well, and it turns out happily. Let's see here. I also want to remind you as well that a lot of this production, a lot of this story takes place in a court scene. So you are the jury. So we want you to think in terms of the jury and how well you understand the emotions or how well you resonate with the emotions will help us determine, how effective the story is, and that's what we want to talk about as well. Let me see here. We are recording, so please feel free to laugh, feel free to interact. We're going to come out and we're going to dance out here. So feel free to interact with us if you want. Your response or your laughter or your interaction with us, it matters. It helps us out. We're trying to take this performance into different schools and different other locations. So if you see something that you like, or if you like what you see, please feel free to clap, after a musical number or whatever. All right. Great. Well, we're going to begin, and I will see you at the discussion at the very end of the show. And now I present to you The Wizard of Iz.
No place you can get to by a boat or a train. It's far, far away. Child, and you have a feeling around Jersey.
Dorothy, what are you doing?
I'm just going on Facebook, Ma. I don't know. I'll probably take a nap or something. All right. Let's see what they're saying about me today. Dorothy is so lame, and so is her name. What, does she think she's an Oz? Really? That's the best you got? Dear Journal, for so long, I have tried to hold it all together. How am I supposed to keep going with a brain that tells me to end it all? It just keeps attacking me, and nothing I do about it works. The memories of the bullying are more than I can bear. Nobody understands me. But then again, I haven't told anyone how bad it is. I'm so scared they'll label me forever. I just don't see it getting any better. I have no choice. I don't want to go on. I can't go on. I can't go on. I can't go on. Oh, so tired.
Another one. So many are just giving up or resorting to violence. This isn't happening on my watch. We need to intervene before it's too late.
She just needs to see that life is beautiful and that everything she experiences, good, bad, and in between, is an amazing gift.
She's convinced that she has no choice but to end her own life. She only sees what does not work.
Oh. Can't stand being awake. Oh. What's going on? Oh, I'm dreaming, right? Some kind of alternate reality. I didn't kill myself, did I?
No, you're not dead.
And I don't think that's what you really want.
No. And who are all you people?
Who am I? I'm the Wizard of Iz, the sister community of Oz. This is where people end up when they're desperate.
Wizard of Iz? Seriously?
Listen, no one really wants to kill themselves. They just want to escape the pain in their minds.
Ah! You are being served a subpoena by the High Court of Iz.
Huh? What did I do wrong? Look, you guys are freaking me out. What's going on here?
Dorothy, honey, you've done nothing wrong. We're just here to show you how amazing and important and precious you are.
Yes, this is your opportunity to be heard, to tell your side of the story. Now, this is the defense attorney. I am the prosecuting attorney. This is your jury. And you are being put on trial to question your belief that you have no choice but to end your own life.
Look, I don't want any day in court. I just want to get out of this wacky dream or whatever this is.
Do you? You said you didn't want to continue with your life. I believe your words were, I'm done. I quit. I can't go on. I have no choice. Did you write this?
Yeah, I did. How do you know that?
Here in the land of Iz, all is known. So listen, what have you got to lose? You've never really experienced what's underneath that pain in an honest way. That's why it's still an issue for you. Would it kill you to take some time to listen to your heart speak about this?
Yeah, would it kill you?
Yeah, would it kill you?
Well, apparently nothing else has, so I guess not.
Good, let's get down to business.
All rise for the Honorable Judge, the Wizard of Iz. All rise. Here comes the judge, here comes the judge.
Please be seated.
I first called Dorothy as a witness to her life.
Oh. Oh.
Do you promise to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Dr. Seuss, really? Yeah. Let's just get this over with.
Alrighty then, let's play ball.
All right. Please tell the court why you believe you have no choice but to end your own life.
Because I can't stop thinking about it. All day long, I hear it in my head. It's like a text going across my brain saying, do it now, do it now. It's like there's no oxygen going to my brain.
Now, when did you first start having these thoughts?
Well, I was like 8 years old. I was bullied every day. Came home from school every day crying. My mother wanted to help me and I told her no because I didn't want the bullies to find out. It would just get worse.
Now, how often have you had these thoughts since?
A bunch of times as an adult. It was really bad after my dad died. I don't know. It just sort of hangs around me.
Well, now, please tell the court what thoughts you are having while you are considering suicide. feel like anybody really knows you?
No, I don't. I'm a very good actress. I hide this thing really well. My therapist, she sees the mess, but sometimes I think she feels helpless.
Any other thoughts or feelings?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, I feel like I'm a burden. If I were gone, I wouldn't be such a burden to people, you know? And I gotta tell you, I've got zero motivation. Just lifting my arm to brush my teeth takes everything I've got.
Do you ever feel like you would be getting back at others if you were to do it?
Oh, I'd love to get back at those bullies and all those kids who just stood by and did nothing.
I see. So, when have you bullied others?
Hey, look, I'm no bully.
Oh, not really. Now, isn't it a possibility that everybody, at some point in their life, has either been a bully, been bullied, and been the bystander? Now,
Objection.
wouldn't you just say that's just part of life?
Yeah.
Leading the witness.
Yeah.
Overruled. I'd like to see where this is going, Counselor.
Thank you, Your Honor. Now, perhaps we can understand the bully better if we can remember a time when we have bullied others. Now, think about it. Haven't you ever yelled at your mom? Or picked on your dog? Is not that a form of bullying?
Well, I mean, yeah, I took all that stuffed down anger home and took it out on my family, especially my little sister. Yeah, my dog.
Thank you. No further questions.
Good. Now we're getting somewhere. Now let's hear from the defense attorney.
Has anything in particular kept you from attempting to end it all?
Yeah. I'm scared that if I botch it up, I'll be permanently injured. Sometimes I think if there is such a thing as reincarnation, I come back as a bug or something. But mostly, I know it would mess with a lot of people's heads.
Do you believe you have a choice?
Yeah. I mean, I think everything is a choice. But when I feel like this, it doesn't feel like that I have a choice. That's what's so screwed up about the whole thing.
Thank you. No further questions.
Dorothy, are you willing to accept this feeling of no choice and still be gentle with yourself at the same time?
I never thought about that.
How are you feeling now?
Still suicidal?
Suicidal is more of a state of mind than it is an actual feeling. Now with that in mind, we're now going to put your feelings on trial.
Feelings on trial. Now I've heard everything. What good is that going to do?
You haven't really been listening to them. They deserve their day in court. You may step down now.
I first call Dorothy's anger.
You promise to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
What? Are you kidding me? I'm the only one of Dorothy's feelings that ever does tell the truth.
Please just answer the question, yes or no.
Yes. Count on it.
Proceed, Counselor.
Thank you, Your Honor. Now, please state to the court what your purpose is in Dorothy's life.
My purpose? My purpose is to be an outlet for anything that upsets Dorothy, especially that which is not truthful to her, so she doesn't blow up.
Now, has she given you that opportunity? Has she allowed you to have your day in court, if you will?
Are you kidding? Every day of her childhood, she was teased, she was bullied. She never let me say anything. So by the time we got home after school, I was a wrecking ball. I raged all over that family, especially Dorothy's little sister.
I understand your frustration. Later on, you'll have an opportunity to express that in a healthy outlet. But for now, let's see how this anger grew into rage.
Made a wrong turn once or twice. Dug my way out, blood and fire. Bad decision, that's alright. Welcome to my silly life. Mistreated, this place misunderstood. Knowing it's so good, it didn't slow me down. Mistaken, always second guessing, underestimated. Look, I'm still around. Pretty, pretty please, don't you ever feel like you're less than perfect. Pretty, pretty please, if you ever feel like you're nothing, you are perfect to me. You're so mean when you talk about yourself. You were wrong. Change the voices in your head. Make them like you instead. So complicated. Look how we are making. Filled with so much hatred. Such a tight game. It's enough. I've done all I can think of. Chase down all my demons. I've seen you do the same. Oh, pretty, please, don't you ever feel like you're less than perfect. Pretty, please, if you ever feel like you're nothing, you are perfect to me. We're all scared, so I swallow the fear. The only thing I should be drinking is an ice cold beer. So cool in line, and we try, but we try too hard. It's a waste of my time. Done looking for the critics, cause they're everywhere. They don't like my jeans, they don't get my hair. Exchange ourselves, and we do it all the time. Why do we do that? Why do I do that? Why do I do that?
Thank you. Dorothy. Now, anger. How did this play out for you as an adult?
I got violent sometimes. Driving the car like a maniac, turning over tables, throwing stuff at my partner, breaking things, getting suicidal.
I can certainly have relieved. Thank you. No further questions.
How can we help you express yourself more positively?
If Dorothy would have just allowed me to authentically express my thoughts and feelings in the first place, she just stuffed me down and kept this ridiculous smile on to cover me up, especially in front of the bullies.
Wow, thank you. That is very helpful. We would like to give you a creative opportunity to show us what it feels like to be you. The court will provide you crafting supplies and play music to help you express yourself further. Let yourself be completely and totally free.
All right, I'll try.
These are the things I can do without. Come on, I'm talking to you. Come on. These are the things I can do without. Come on, I'm talking to you. Come on.
This is obviously a good outlet for you. Please continue to do this when necessary.
Yes, Your Honor, thank you. Very helpful.
And Dorothy, how was that for you?
Kind of scary, kind of cool.
This is a great start. It'll take time, but it's worth it. And Dorothy, you're worth it. Thank you, Agner. You may step down.
Hello? Hey. What's going on here? Hello?
I now call Dorothy Sadness. You know what? I think we can do away with the swearing in of her feelings. I trust them to be honest with me from here on out.
Yes, of course, Your Honor. Now, please be seated and tell the court what your purpose is in Dorothy's life and how it is like living with Dorothy.
It's pretty bad. She's ashamed of me, and my only true outlet, my precious tears. She constantly hid them. The only time I was allowed out during the daylight was when she cried in the closet or hid under the bed. At night, she would just cry under the covers. I remember always getting caught in her throat and how hard she fought to keep me hidden.
Now, what would you say is the thing that saddens you the most?
I was saddest, mostly because I tried to be nice to the bullies. That just made them even meaner. This one girl, Barbara, she would pass potato chips to everyone at the lunch table, but me, as if I didn't even exist.
Thank you. No further questions.
The court has obtained an art piece of yours. It's remarkable. Can you please tell the court how it expresses your essence?
Oh, wow. Here, Dorothy, you take this.
This.
supposed to be me. This is supposed to be all my anger. There's a face in there with a teardrop. I remember this. That was because I started to realize that underneath all my anger was this deep, deep sadness.
Thank you, Dorothy. That is really helpful and insightful. Thank you, Sadness. You may step down.
Hello? What is going on here? Hello? This is really weird stuff. All
Let's talk to Shane next.
Well now, Shane, what do you have to say for yourself?
Counselor, I would reframe that question as to further not shame the defendant.
Yes, of course, Your Honor. Now, Shane, please tell the court what your purpose is in Dorothy's life. The court needs you to speak up.
Dorothy is just too embarrassed by her other feelings. I have to take over. I make sure she hates herself. I make sure she doesn't want to look in a mirror, and if she does, I make sure she covers it all with makeup. I remind her all the time that she's bad, that she's wrong. I keep this shroud of guilt surrounding her, so she always feels like she's making a mistake. And the feeling I punish her for the most is jealousy.
So, how have you shown up in her life?
Well, I'll show you. Dorothy, please stand. As a child, I made sure she believed all of the dark things people said about her. Then, as an adult, I made sure she takes the blame whenever anyone else is angry.
So, what do you think would happen if you were not in her life?
I don't know. Maybe she could deal with these other feelings she has. But she doesn't know how to do that. She needs me.
Thank you. No further questions.
Wait a minute. There's something else I gotta say here.
Order in the court. No.
I
It's
gotta
not your
say
turn,
this.
Dorothy.
I was always told don't cry.
Thank you, Dorothy. That is very helpful. Right now, Shane, Dorothy is learning how to authentically express her feelings. Do you think in some way you are trying to protect her?
Well, yes, of course. Especially after being told for so long, don't cry.
There. It's not so bad.
Stop. We're going to try something completely different. Shane, you show up any way you need.
Isn't this just self-pity? Isn't crying just weakness?
Absolutely not. It's the complete opposite. The strongest, most confident people cry. It's a vital part of healing.
And it's actually good for you, literally good for the body to release all those toxins from crying. It is a strength to be true and vulnerable to yourself.
I am here with you. Always feel free to release your tears and hold yourself tenderly. Thank you, Shane. You may step in.
now call Dorothy's fear.
Wow. You look terrified. What is scaring you so much?
You got 3 days? I'll tell you.
Well, why don't we just start with two things?
Well, you for one. I'm afraid you won't like me. You'll abandon me like an old sock, like everyone else does.
Me, but you don't even know me.
That doesn't matter. I want everyone to like me. Yesterday.
Well, that does not make any sense.
Nothing about me makes sense. But I'll tell you one thing. When Dorothy lets me take a hold, all the love in the world can hardly make a dent.
Well, what would you say is your greatest fear?
My greatest fear? That I'll never get to be great. I'll never get to be the amazing, wonderful person that I know I can be. I'll just let my brain destroy me.
All lies. No further questions.
Thank you for being honest and vulnerable. I hear you have a poem that Dorothy liked.
No, objection, Your Honor. That's inadmissible evidence. Can't you see? It's all in her head.
Overruled. Please read your poem to us, Dorothy.
Where did you get this? I wrote this.
Well, we're in a land of is. Business is our business.
True madness. I know insanity like the back of my hand. Depression sucks, but madness should be banned. Brain eating brain, that's how it works. Behind the doubts, fear always lurks. Nowhere to turn when mind can't breathe. Perseverating thoughts oppress feelings at sea. God, please make it stop if you do exist, before I overdose or slit my wrist. Messages race from synapse to synapse. No future to dream of, all memories collapse. Going nowhere down a tunnel of black. Not a moment of light, not even a crack. Don't want to eat, can't get no sleep, or eat too much with sleep that's too deep. Snapping at people who have good intentions. Perpetually creating new ideas and inventions. Maddening mania and manic madness. This is not depression. This is not sadness. Robin Williams knew it all too well. His pain behind the genius dare not tell. We hide it when we can by averting our eyes, so people cannot see this monster's massive size. Mirrors are avoided. We can barely stand to look at the mix of rage and terror which becomes the dreaded hook. It tugs at our heartstrings and pulls us down a hole. It scares those who love us, leaving quite a dreary toll. The world needs to face it. Stop calling it depression. This is a huge glitch in the psychiatric profession. Listen for the fear that no one dares to speak. Listen beyond diagnostic labels, which by now should be antique. Madness doesn't fit the mold that doctors put in place. As long as we are separate from God, it spans the whole human race.
Thank you. Thank you, Peter. You may step in.
Get it, guys. Get it, my feelings. Talking to me. Talking to me. I really get it. I really get it.
Court now calls Dorothy's joy.
Oh, oh wow. Well, okay. Please, You know what? Just talk to us.
I am Dorothy's joy. I'm in love with life. The sun, the rain, the rainbows. I can see the joy in success. I can see the joy in failure. I see the joy in all of it. I love to dance for hours on end, and people join me because it's so easy and free. I love to play with animals. I love playing with children and listen to people's feelings. Oh, I just love.
Wait. What do you mean, joy in failure?
Well, consider what Edison said in perfecting the light bulb. He didn't fail. He just found 9,999 ways it didn't work. It's all in your perspective.
Yeah. Well, how does Dorothy express you?
The truth?
Yes, the truth.
Not very much. She's embarrassed by me. She thinks people run for the hills just to let me go and do my thing. And besides, she hates fear, anger, and shame so much, I can't get a word in edgewise.
Well, what would you like to say to her?
I embrace all of your things. I'm always here for you. Always will be.
Thank you. No further questions.
Wonderful. Let's see what this joy really looks like.
That was good. That was powerful. I feel like I'm back in my body.
Good.
I feel like I can go back now and turn things around.
Not so fast. There's something I want to show you first. A scene from your life before you actually incarnated onto Earth. Follow me.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now going to enter another dimension. A dimension of sight and sound, and of spiritual possibilities. We are going to show you a scene of Dorothy's spiritual life before she came to Earth. Judge if you will, but this is a spiritual paradigm. So sit back, relax, and enjoy this next scene, where you find out that the Dorothy and the wizard were really good friends before she came to Earth. In the words of Wayne and Garth, diddle-doo, diddle-doo, diddle-doo.
Here and now?
What do you mean?
What are you thinking about here and now?
I'm watching people on Earth, and they're really struggling with the issue of suicide and bullying. I don't know. I mean, like they're scared to talk about it. That they'll lose their friends. They'll, get labeled. I mean, just saying the word suicide, they'll be judged.
I understand. What are you willing to do about it?
Well, I was thinking I'd like to go down there and bring some creativity to the issue. Maybe, I don't know, some lightness. Dare I say fun?
Interesting. You definitely have the mind to do this. However, to be even more effective, I believe it would be a good idea for you to experience what it feels like to go through the depths of suicidal ideation yourself.
Is that really necessary?
Nothing's really necessary, but it'll provide you with a golden opportunity. Think about it. Think how much more helpful you can be to people if you know firsthand what it feels like, if you can relate to them on a deep personal level.
I get your point, yeah. Wow, quite a decision. I mean, yeah, I guess I'll do it. I mean, I really do want to make a difference with this thing.
Dorothy, I understand your hesitancy. It's a tall order, I understand. But just think about it. You really want to make this difference. And think of how many people you can help. So we need a definite answer. Guessing just won't cut it.
All right. I'll do it. I'll do it. I really do want to do something about this. I want to make a difference. I will do it.
Good. We're so confident, so very confident in your ability to actually do this, that we have a list of other suggested challenges for your journey.
Are you kidding me? Bipolar disorder, alcoholism, smoking, what? Rageaholism, gossip, what? Self-injury? Oh. All right, I'll do it all. Oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, we return you to the present moment in the land that is. Doodle-doo-doo, doodle-doo-doo, doodle-doo-doo.
Okay. So, what you're saying is, I chose this. That I wanted to go through all this to make a difference. You know what? That helps me. That helps me feel like none of it's for nothing, it's for a reason. That gives me some purpose.
Yes, and more importantly, what I really want you to get is that you always have a choice to respond to whatever's happening around you. Now, with that in mind, what are you willing to do?
Well, I am willing to allow myself to have my feelings and share them wherever I feel comfortable.
Wonderful. urge you to embrace your feelings. And yes, that means sharing them. There's 7 billion people on this planet. You don't have to do anything alone.
Yep. That was my mistake. I tried to do this alone.
Okay, you're ready to return to your new life. But that doesn't mean it has to be sunshine and rainbows all the time. It means being kind to yourself, even when you're at your worst. Consider your feelings your friends.
Now we're going to kick my heels 3 times and say there's no place like home.
Clever. But this is an Oz. It doesn't quite work that way here. In fact, going home is more than just a physical place. It's actually getting back to your true, authentic self.
I have no idea what that looks like.
No, sure you do. Think about it. You stuck up for kids who were bullied because you knew what it felt like. It looks like that. Or that time you spent hours on the phone with a friend who was talking about suicide. It looks like that. You got out of your own way to help pave the way for others. Now, just lie down and relax, and you'll be back in your room. It'll happen because of your intention. But first, I'm going to have to erase your memory of this world. But just know that the wisdom always lies within.
No, I don't want to forget this. I don't want to forget you. Oh.
Honey, how are you?
I don't know. I don't know what just happened. What's going on? I'm all right, Ma. I'm all right. Huh. Dear Journal, it is my intention to always honor all of my feelings.
Try to fix what we've undone. One day, nothing stays the same. When you're lost and when you're broken, all that's left remains words unspoken. We're all in it together. Someday,
These are waves of emotions. Waves of emotions.